Stop mistreating Uncle Lou!
all on the floor. Smack that till you get sore. Smack that till you get sore. Smack that, oh, smack that.
Hey, convict.
Smack that, I want some more. Smack that.
Convict.
Oh. You got a name, cop?
Jed Gates. I need your help finding a witness.
What makes you think I want to help you? Matter of fact, what's in it for me?
24-hour lease from this place. Ain't seen an old friend.
So when do we get started?
In my Lamborghini Gallardo, maybe go to my place and just kick it like Tybo, and possibly bend you over. Look back and watch me smack that all on the floor. Smack that, give me some more. Smack that till you get sore. Smack that, oh, smack that all on the floor. Smack that, give me some more. Smack that till you get sore. Smack that, oh. Up front style ready to attack now. Pulling the parking lot slow with the lockdown. Convicts got the whole thing packed now. Step in the club, the wardrobe intact now. I feel it on and crack now. Ooh, I see it all at back now. I'ma call them, then I put the mat down. Money no problem, pocket full of that now. I feel you creeping, I can see it from my shadow. Wanna jump up in my Lamborghini Gallardo. Maybe go to my place and just kick it like Tybo, and possibly bend you over. Look back and watch me smack that all on the floor. Smack that, give me some more. Smack that till you get sore. Smack that, oh, smack that all on the floor. Smack that, give me some more. Smack that till you get sore. Smack that, oh.
Oh, looks like another club banger. They better hang on when they throw this thing on. Get a little drink on, they gon' flip for the sake on. You can bank on it. Pedicure, manicure, kitty cat claws. The way she climbs up and down them poles, looking like one of them pretty cat dolls. Turn on the homo back through my drawers. Steps off stage, didn't think I saw. Creeps up behind me and she's like, yeah. I'm like, I know, let's cut to the chase. No time to waste, back to my place. Plus from the club to the crib's like a mile away, or more like a paddler, shall I say. And plus I got a pal if he gal his game. In fact, he's the one singing the song that's playing. Hey, girl!
I feel you creeping, I can see it from my shadow. Wanna jump up in my Lamborghini Gallardo. Maybe go to my place and just kick it like Tybo, and possibly bend you over. Look back and watch me smack that all on the floor. Smack that, give me some more. Smack that till you get sore. Smack that, oh, smack that all on the floor. Smack that, give me some more. Smack that till you get sore. Smack that, oh. Eminem's rolling, D and M rolling, Boo and oh marvelous and them rolling. Women just big booty rolling. Soon I be all in them and throwing D. Hitting no less than 3. Block real style like we. Girl, I can tell you want me, cause lately I feel you creeping, I can see it from my shadow. Wanna jump up in my Lamborghini Gallardo. Maybe go to my place and just kick it like Tybo, and possibly bend you over. Look back and watch me smack that all on the floor. Smack that, give me some more. Smack that till you get sore. Smack that, oh, smack that all on the floor.
Ladies, pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. All you ladies, pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. Just do it, do it, do it, do it, do it now. Lick it good, suck this pussy just like you should. Right now, lick it good, suck this pussy just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. First you gotta put your neck into it. Don't stop, just do it, do it. Then you roll your tongue from the crack back to the front. Then you suck it all till I shake and come, nigga. Make sure I keep bustin' nuts. head, show me so much love. The best head comes from a thug. The dick good, thick, big and long. Slow fucking to the crack of dawn. On the edge, making faces and stuff. Through the night, making so much love. Dead sleep when the sun comes up. So lick it now, lick it good. Lick this pussy just like you should. Right now, lick it good. Lick this pussy just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. You might roll dubs, you might have G's, but fuck that nigga, get on your knees. A bitch like me moans and screams. The missus know what I mean. At the club, so fresh, so clean. A hoes hate a niggas watching me. So high in the line on green. With a unit on my face, so mean. I got the pig, what nigga I need. To suck and thug, nigga satisfy me. You try me, I make you see. Your bitches ain't got shit on me. So lick it now, lick it good. Lick this pussy just like you should. Right now, lick it good. Lick this pussy just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. Do it now, lick it good. Lick this pussy just like you should. Right now, lick it good. Suck this pussy just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, pull your tongue from the crack back to the front. My neck, suck it off my back and come, nigga. Make sure I keep bustin' nuts. My neck, my back, pull your tongue from the crack back to the front. My neck, suck it off my back and come, nigga. Make sure I my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack.
Uncle Lou and Baby D gonna put on a morning show for you and for me. Come on in, just stay a while. Uncle Lou and Baby D gonna make you smile. Good morning, good morning. The Uncle Lou and Baby D morning show.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. 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 Clap your hands, clap, clap, clap. Stomp your feet, stomp, stomp, stomp. Spin around, spin, spin, spin. Alright. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 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 Wash your hands, wash, wash, wash. Shake your hands, shake, shake, shake. Brush your teeth, brush, brush, brush. Alright. Good morning.
First, one holdout. One. Take a wild guess who it is. You remember when I made the video a couple of weeks back about Tennessee's amazing quarantine recruiting class? And I said the best case scenario for Tennessee, the absolute, I mean, they're literally on their hands and knees praying. Best case scenario for Tennessee is that the season gets canceled this year and every year in the immediate future. Why? Because then a Tennessee fan can be in a permanent state of off season. And that's all Tennessee fan is proud of anymore is off seasons.
Hold up, I gotta pause it right there. We want to be in a permanent state of off season. It could be that maybe Philip Fulmer cares about the athletes at the University of Tennessee. Maybe, just maybe, this guy thinks it might be a little bit too early. I personally don't think it is. I think that this whole COVID-19 bullshit has been blown way, way, way out of proportion. But that being said, you know, Philip Fulmer and Jeremy Pruitt are not scared, especially of the fucking Georgia Bulldogs. So, so far, just that annoying ass voice, and I can sound like Uncle Lou right here. You know, wow, big surprise, whoop-de-doo. Just, this guy talks through his fucking nose. He sounds like an idiot.
They're going to compete for the SEC. They're back. This is the year. Every single offseason. Then the season starts. Reality kicks in. They get slapped in the nuts and realize that, oh, oops, once again, you're a terrible, terrible football team. So we know Tennessee is praying that the season just gets canceled altogether. So that's right. Exactly one of the 14 athletic directors voted no for a return to practice on June 1st. You guessed it, Fat Boy Phil Fulmer.
Well, this is probably the only good part. He does have a pretty cool intro.
Good morning, and that's Uncle Lou here. Yeah, that's right, it's me, Uncle Lou, live for you on LouTube today. Thanks for watching. Man, I sure do appreciate it also. And in addition to that as well, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Describe? Well, you can describe it in the comment section if you want. But subscribe to this channel if you're not already. I post college football videos almost every single day of the year. Some of them are even watchable. Well, this is my main channel. I upload videos here. I also have a second channel where I do live shows. I think most of you have migrated over there. But anyway, if you've been looking for the live shows, there'll be a link in the description of this video that'll take you to my second channel. That's for the live shows. I do a live show 4 mornings a week, 8 a.m., and 2 nights a week, Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. Check it out. Link in the description. But man, who's surprised by this? Literally nobody. 14 schools in the SEC, 13 of them ready to start on June 1, and you have a single soul holdout, and it's Tennessee. Just like I warned you a couple of weeks ago in that recruiting video. Tennessee hopes the season gets canceled,
No,
people.
they
They
don't.
just do.
They're fucking
Look at how
stupid,
proud they
Lou.
are of this recruiting class they're working on now. And keep in mind that none
He's talking about Pruitt never, has lost to 2 non-power 5 teams. That Kirby Smart has never done that. This guy still talks like most Georgia fans that Kirby Smart's the answer. Kirby Smart, if he's the answer, it's the dumbest fucking question I've ever seen in my life. I mean, the guy is not a fucking coach. Y'all fired Mark Richt for this guy. They're exactly the same. Anyway, we're going to get back to it.
just remarkable, unbelievable, and alarming. Tennessee does not want to see. They don't want this season. They want this season to be canceled.
No, we do want this season.
They're
mister.
always one recruiting class away, right, from being relevant again. Imagine if they canceled a season and they could bring in 2 recruiting classes with no season in between. Imagine how much back they would be then. So no, I'm not surprised at all that Fat Boy Phil Fulmer is the one athletic director in the SEC who does not want a return date of June 1st. Now, to be clear and honest, he is pushing for a return date of June 15th. Now, I know what you're thinking. How is 2 weeks really going to make that big of a difference? What's the point? I understand what you're saying, but again, you have to keep in mind Tennessee's end goal. Tennessee's end goal is to not have a 2020 season so that they can save the embarrassment that is actual football games that they've had to endure for the last 22 years of being absolutely worthless. So that's their end goal. So they're not going to just come out and say, June 1st, no. I say move it off to November 1st. They're not going to say that. That's too obvious. So they say 2 weeks. Now, what's the reasoning behind this? Well, easy. June 15th is basically a month away. What's today, May 16th? Something like that.
Was just a few years ago, Georgia 2 years in a row, when you started getting all pissed off and making your little rant videos, throwing your little hissy fits, it's happened, and it's going to happen again. And I got news for you, mister. Pruitt's coming, and he's bringing the big orange with him. And if you think for a second that Georgia's going to be seeing the same team that they've seen the last couple years, you are out of your damn mind. It's not going to be pretty for Georgia, and they're all going to be but I can't wait to hear the excuses start rolling in. Just all the fucking piss poor excuses they're going to come up with. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. Look, I used to watch all of Lou's videos, and I thought they were fucking hilarious. But he's just like that little kid that tries to fit in with everybody, and the motherfucker just gets on everybody's nerves. He does. You think Kirby Smart's the answer? You think fucking Jamie Newman's the answer? Georgia is on their way to being on a coaching hire again because they're not going to be happy with it. No coach worth a damn is ever going to go to Georgia and win a fucking championship. And if you think Kirby Smart's better than Pruitt, you got another thing coming. Ask any Bama fan you want. Every fucking one of them wants Jeremy Pruitt over Kirby Smart. Every one of them. But you keep on believing whatever you want to believe. Tennessee's killing it in recruiting. I'm happy about that. I'm pumped, excited, and plain and simple, Tennessee's going to kick your fucking ass this year.
No, lady, how about you shut the up? I'm doing LouTube, bitch.
Oh my God, BVD. How'd you find this one, buddy? The big orange butter bean. Yeah, good morning, BVD. Oh, yeah, let's put that up. I can, which, of course, I can't. BVD, what's the problem, buddy? Huh?
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Oh, yeah, good morning in that. Well, what's the deal there?
No problem, sir.
There must be some kind of problem.
Lou, sometimes it's better just to remain silent. I
Better.
think this might be one of them times for me.
Okay. This guy's something serious now.
Hey, he ain't called pissed off ball fan for nothing.
My favorite part is when he goes, you know, I used to watch every Uncle Lou video a long time ago, but I quit watching. But meanwhile, he saw that video immediately when I uploaded it. You know what else is funny? I should have showed the comments. Is NASCAR Vol in here?
He might be. Yeah, I know you and NASCAR Ball aren't exactly tight buddies right now.
He's in the comments over there talking about, I ain't watched Uncle Lou in years.
I'll say this about my boy Larry. He's good people.
That's Larry?
That's Larry.
Because it looked more like Curly.
Yeah, well, I set that one up for you.
No, he is good people. I don't have any problem with that guy. I don't want anybody to get misconstrued. That's the type of trash talk videos people should be making.
Hey, look.
You know what I mean?
I'll tell you this.
He's not on there talking about people's kids and blah blah blah. He's defending his team, and I mean, yeah, he took a few shots at me, like calling me stupid or whatever. But come on, that's par for the course. That's nothing wrong with that. So I don't want anybody going over there harassing that guy or whatever. But he's clearly delusional. It must have been a different video. Either I skipped past it, but he claims Jeremy Pruitt is the best coach in the SEC East, way better than Mullen and Kirby. You heard him say there Georgia's going to be looking for a new coach soon. The guy's clearly off his rocker in that regard.
You're not going to get any you're not going to get any something out of me.
I know that.
As far as that goes.
Yeah, I know that. But
there was a time, Lou. There was a time when what he's saying, not necessarily about Kirby and Georgia. But there was a time when us Tennessee fans could come on here and speak that smack like that, and our team would back us up. I hope to God that day is coming back soon.
He does say one of the there's this line that people use about Kirby being the same as Mark Richt and how they have about the same record or the same record or whatever through the first 3 or 4 years as some sort of an insult. And I'm going to be honest, and this guy's not the only one that's done it. Hundreds of people have done, thousands. That's the dumbest one. That's dumber than the 1980 people. Like, go back and look at Mark Richt's first 4 years. How is that an insult? Mark Richt won the SEC twice in his first 4 years. I don't understand. Mark Richt was not fired because of what he did in his first 4 years. You know, I don't understand that. And then you tell Tennessee fan, well, how come Jeremy Pruitt and Butch Jones have the same record through 2 years? Now that's an insult.
Yeah, it is.
You know, telling me that Kirby Smart has won 50 games in his first 4 years. Won the East 3 times in his first 4 years. Won the SEC, won a playoff game, swept the division 2 years in a row, won the division 3 years in a row, gone 11-1 3 straight regular seasons.
Larry, if you're watching, keep doing you, bro.
He doesn't watch me anymore. He used to. Remember?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I
and again,
know.
that's not just Larry. Those are comments I see all the time. Like, Kirby Smart's got the same record through the first 4 years as Mark Rick. You might want to go back and check Mark Rick's record through the first 4 years.
Like I said,
Hey, guess what? If Kirby Smart goes 10 years without winning the SEC, he'll be fired too.
it's
That's what got
hard,
Mark Rick
hard
fired.
work being a Tennessee fan trying to talk smack against anyone not named Vandy or Kentucky right now, and even Vandy.
Right.
You know, we're only even against them the last 8 years.
Yeah.
It's tough. A pissed off ball fan as me 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You get beat over the head with the club long enough, eventually you get a bruise.
I know. I know you got tired of sort of putting yourself out on a limb and getting let down. But still, like when you look at the schedule coming up, like let's fast forward to the week of the Oklahoma game, okay? Don't you want to talk trash about Oklahoma? Because listen, just listen to me.
Oh,
first.
I'm going
just
to.
listen. What if you win? Hard to come on here Sunday. Hard to come on here Sunday with the ha 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 ha. If you spent 6 months hiding before kickoff, you know what I mean? That's part of the fun.
The hard part about that, Lou, is making people believe it. You know. Because, I mean, I'm going to come on here the week of the Oklahoma game, and I'm going to talk shit. I'm going to make my best effort at talking smack against Oklahoma, but people are going to be saying, he don't believe that. He don't believe a word he's saying.
I mean, it does suck to flap your gums and then your team loses. And, you know, like with South Carolina last year, and then I got to come on here with the poor, pitiful me routine, you know. But what if you beat Oklahoma?
Gonna be a glorious weekend. Ain't gonna lie. Should have beat them last time we played them. Thanks for that much.
Yeah, you 100% should have beat them.
Yep.
Last time.
Should have killed them, actually, to be honest with you.
Well, you were in the first half.
Yeah,
if I
we'd have
remember
had a
right.
more aggressive coach in the second half. That game's over by the end of the third quarter. But the biffs and butts were cherries and nuts.
Now, was that, no jokes aside, was that was Butch Jones' first year?
No, I don't think it was his first year.
This must have been his second year then.
Let's see. It was the year before his last year. I know that.
You know, I've talked about this a bunch of times. A lot of coaches early on fall victim to that. The trying too hard to protect the lead in the second half, trying not to lose in the second half as opposed to keeping the gas down and you know, and trying to win. Kirby did it multiple times in his first couple of years, really. 16, 17. That happens to a lot of people. But, yeah, that was a good game, that Oklahoma game.
Oh,
I remember that one.
I was sitting right up there amongst the Oklahoma fans in the south end zone.
Oh, you were at that game?
Yeah. And I got so pissed off at the dude sitting next to me at halftime. I left and went found another seat. And it wasn't an Oklahoma fan that I was pissed off at. It was a Tennessee fan. So yeah, that game was. What a beautiful first half. You know, we checkerboarded the stadium. The Oklahoma fans came in droves. It was loud as hell. I mean, even if you go back and listen to Baker Mayfield talk about that stadium, how loud it was. It could have been one of those wins, you know, that teams trying to get back on the relevancy map could have hung their hat on. But no.
Yeah.
Just wasn't to be.
Well, depending on what year that was, and I can't remember that. You did then beat. Was that the year you beat Georgia and Florida? See, that's what I can't remember if that Oklahoma game was the year before the 9-win season or if that was the 9-win season.
It was part of the 9-win season, and
okay.
I think it was the first or the second. Shit, I can't remember. I know we had 2 9-win seasons, like you said, and one of them was disappointing, and that's the one where we beat you guys and basically just had to coast through the second half of the season, even knowing we're going to lose to Alabama. Still, could have had a shot.
Georgia.
That's what I was looking forward to, is playing Alabama again, getting a second ass whooping that year. But
there's another video where that Tennessee guy says Jeremy Pruitt has Nick Saban's number.
God, God love you, Larry. Whatever you got in that big rig of yours, I think it's supposed to be used for working on diesel. Not working on your brain, buddy.
You might be drinking some of that diesel.
That's what I'm thinking.
Catfish, in my opinion, and fans never like to hear what they should be thinking from fans of other teams, but Catfish hit the nail on the head, in my opinion, last night when he accidentally called you while you were doing your show or whatever. I think an optimistic – it's okay to have an optimistic goal is not the same as an unreasonable goal. The jokes about 15-0 and all that. I know he's kidding about that, but if a Tennessee fan tells me I want to go 9-3, I'm not going to make fun of that Tennessee fan like that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Blah, blah, you know what I mean? Because that's really one game better than what I think the expectation should be. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And like Catfish called in, and I think we can beat Florida. I think we'll probably lose the other three big ones, but I think we can beat Florida and go 9-3. That's a reasonable, optimistic goal, I think.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Of the four big games, the four games that everybody thinks we're going to, pencil it in, you're going to lose those four games. I think we can get, I'm like him, I think we can get at least one of those.
Yeah.
I
mean, you'll be favored in the other 8 games, and you'll be underdogs in those 4, And so if he can win all the games he's supposed to, that would be 8. And then if you can knock off one of those 4, then you're getting 9.
Let's be honest. I know Larry's trying to be a hype, a pumped up, excited Vols fan about year 3 for Jeremy and all that, and he should be. I think the signs, take away Georgia State and Brigham Young, the signs are pointing towards us maybe actually on our way to coming back. I joke about it all the time. We're the backest, blah, 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 blah. Clearly, we're not back yet. But if he can keep recruiting like he has been and land, if this class coming up ends up being a top 10 class, I'm not one of the guys that thinks it's going to be a top 5 class. I think there's a couple of 2 or 3 more teams that are going to catch us. And a couple of more top 10 classes in a row, that's what he needs to get us back. And of course, you got to, develop those players and win some damn ball games. Eventually, we're going to have to start beating you and Florida and or Alabama. It's the only way you got a chance. I mean, so tired of this every year. When's it going to be? When's it going to be? When's it going to be? It's easy for other teams to make fun of Tennessee now because we've sucked for so long. Tough, hard work, Lou, being a Tennessee fan. I know you know that feeling too for Georgia from the 80s and the 90s. You guys come out of your rough patch smelling pretty good right now.
Yeah, we were towards the late 90s is really when Georgia started to improve. And by improve, I mean started finishing in the top 25 a few times under Donna in the late 90s. The Goff era was just a complete – I mean, we had some good players under Goff, but overall as a program, there was a pretty sharp decline between the mid-'80s and the mid-'90s.
God, I wish we'd have had a YouTube back during the Ray Goff era.
Yeah, I know.
And the Jim Donnan era. I actually thought Jim Donnan was going to be a great coach for you guys.
Well, Jim Donnan, I think, gets a bad rap in some ways.
He wasn't horrible.
He improved the program over where it was when he took over under Goff. Goff took over after Vince Dooley, and that's just hard to do. I mean,
yeah.
I don't want to go down an Alabama rabbit hole, but the coach that replaces Nick Saban he's got no chance to succeed there.
Not like that, anyway. I mean,
And,
I think whoever
it's hard to
replaces
do.
Nick Saban's going to succeed on some level, at least for the first few years until we find out whether or not this guy can recruit.
Right.
Nick Saban don't have to recruit. He just got to dial a number one time, He don't even have to do that anymore. I mean, Clemson's put a pretty good little dent in that recruiting machine of Alabama, and of course Ohio State's Ohio State. They're the perennial, win 10 or 11 games every single year of their existence, but choke at the end. Sorry, Snake. Backs. Hashtag backs. Yeah, damn it, man.
Celine Driver, thank you for the super chat this morning, sir. He says, well, I've prepped myself for the stern part of the show. Taking some antacid, taking Excedrin, taking antibiotics, taking anti-nausea medicine. Bring it on, Lou. Yeah, we will be bringing Chess Hall on here in literally just a few minutes because I have to end the show about 9:45 today. So we'll be bringing him on here in just a minute. Slim Shady, thank you, sir. What in the Xanax snorting, bedazzled, jean wearing Florida man is going on here? That question could be asked just about every 30 or 45 seconds on this channel.
Or sooner.
Yeah. Celine Driver, thank you, sir. He says, reservations made for SLOB Olympics. I'll be there. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. North Florida White Trash, thank you, sir. He says, BVD's glasses remind me of a blind girl I dated. She said I had the biggest member she'd ever felt, but she was just pulling my leg.
Thanks for that notification about the reservations, Celine Driver. You just reduced the attendance for SLOB Olympics by about half there, buddy. But thanks for letting us know you're coming for sure.
The SLOB Olympics are happening March 5th through 7th, Atlanta, Georgia, Centennial Park. We'd love for as many of you to come as can. If you have a YouTube channel, you're eligible to participate in the competitions. Even if you don't have a YouTube channel or don't want to participate in the competitions, we'd love for you to still come and hang out with us for the weekend. March 5th through 7th, that's a Friday through Sunday. So Friday night, Saturday night. If you're looking for somewhere to stay in Atlanta, you can stay anywhere you want. There's taxis and Ubers that can take you to Centennial Park. But there are a lot of hotels in the Centennial Park area that are within walking distance. And if you've ever been to Atlanta, it's not the most enjoyable thing in the world to be driving through downtown Atlanta. So my suggestion, if you're going, would be to stay somewhere as close to Centennial Park as you can. There's a ton of hotels there, like I said, because that's the part of downtown Atlanta where the Georgia Dome is, Phillips Arena, CNN Center, the World of Coke, the Aquarium, the College Football Hall of Fame. It's all right there. And so there are a bunch of hotels right around there to support all those tourist attractions. So I'm going to be staying in the Embassy Suites, which is right next door to Centennial Park and right across the street from College Football Hall of Fame. So if that matters to any of you for any particular reason, that's where I'll be. That's where BVD will be. I'm assuming that's where Celine Driver will be, although I'm not 100% sure. I'm just guessing. But there's a lot of hotels right there. The Omni is right there. There's a Hyatt Regency right there. To stay in that part of downtown Atlanta, you're looking probably a minimum of $150 a night. And again, if you plan on going, I would make your hotel reservations pretty soon because that's a very popular part of downtown Atlanta, and every single hotel there has convention rooms and things like that. So the closer it gets to that date, the less likely it is you would be able to find a room there. It's a popular place for weddings, receptions, family reunions, corporate events, that kind of thing. So a lot of the hotels in that area book up a long time in advance, especially if they happen to announce some big convention or concert or anything like that going on in that area around that weekend. When I checked yesterday, there was lots of rooms available at a lot of the different hotels in that Centennial Park area. So if you know you're gonna want to go, even if you think you're gonna want to go, reserve your room. You can reserve the room. Most hotels, they'll only, you can probably reserve the room for half of whatever it is, and then you pay the other half when you get there. And if you decide you want to cancel, you can always cancel. But I want everybody to be able to go who wants to go. So it's going to be March 5th through 7th, Atlanta, Georgia, Centennial Park area. And, man, look at this. Now, everybody needs to get this pretty soon. Perhaps they even need to get it sooner than soon. But this is the Uncle Lou store over on Teespring, and there's a link in the description down there that'll take you to the Uncle Lou store over there on Teespring. But look at this shirt now. Now, this is serious. Okay, SLOB Olympics, Atlanta, Georgia, March 2021. Get your official SLOB Olympics T-shirt. All the proceeds from the sale of the SLOB Olympics T-shirts are going to go directly to support the SLOB Olympics.
And believe me, we're going to need some support.
Yes, we've got to buy crutches, wheelchairs, casts, ace bandages, Bengay, heating pads, stretchers. We need an injury tent. So
let's not forget, too, the date of the SLOB Olympics. The first weekend in March, even in Georgia, can be a bit dicey with the weather. That's one of them you never know months.
It could be 35 degrees that day. It could be 70 degrees that day.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So if you're coming, bring a coat. Bring some shorts or jorts if you're a Florida fan.
Now,
and a coat.
I will say this though. Rain, shine, sleet, or snow, the SLOB Olympics will go on. We're like the mailman. No matter what, the SLOB Olympics are taking place.
Yeah. In fact, unexpected, miraculous blizzard in Atlanta, Georgia might even be welcome for the SLOB Olympics.
As far as the itinerary goes, Friday night will be the SLOB Olympics reception.
Gala.
Everyone will be checking in
the ballroom.
Yep. We will hang out, whatever. The actual competitions for the SLOB Olympics will start at 10 a.m. Saturday morning at Centennial Park. We're going to do, I think, the physical part of the competition in the morning. Then we're going to break for lunch/medical care. And then the mental part of the competition will take place in the afternoon.
Now, this Tua tent we're looking at, is this regular size Tua tent or extra large?
It'll be big enough for any one person to be in there.
Even Chess and me.
Even Chess and you.
Because I expect to be spending a good part of the SLOB Olympics in that tent.
Right. It will accommodate you, sir.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Of that, I can assure you. So there you go. SLOB Olympics. It's official. It's happening. March 5th through 7th, Atlanta, Georgia. If you want to go, we'd love to see you there. If you can stay in the Centennial Park area, you'll be right where we will all be. But stay anywhere you want. And Uber to Centennial Park if you need to, or whatever. So
yeah, I agree with Celine on this one at least. There's the tent's definitely not going to be big enough for me and Chess and Celine Driver's head at the same time. Ain't no way you're getting all three of those in there at the same time. So we got to make sure Celine's not the medical personnel in there.
Well, if Tiger Cat shows up, she's a nurse, and so I have a feeling everyone's gonna. Well, a lot of people will be getting purposely injured.
I'm starting out in the tent.
Right.
If she's there. Just
exactly.
saying.
It's kind of what I figured, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. We might have to. I might need to talk to Tiger Cat and find out if she's going to make the SLOB Olympics, which would be, as Pete says, amazing and fantastic. But if she is planning on making the SLOB Olympics, I'll have to maybe find out a way to usher her in. Don't get any ideas, folks. I might have to usher her in the back door to keep the mob down, because there will be a mob mentality if TK's there to get her autograph and to get a good look at her.
Oh, here we go. And now this is actually from yesterday. A note here from Syrup Maker in the comments section.
Okay.
Says, hey, Lou, this is Syrup Maker. Let me know what I can do to help out with the SLOB Olympics. I am a licensed physical therapist assistant, so I could get together some things to take care of minor aches and sprains as well as moderate. I could get coffee/water or whatever you need done. Just send me an email.
Syrup Maker is one badass mofo.
Yeah, and an all-around good guy and winner.
And a joiner of my joint, so that, that makes
Oh,
him.
well, shoot.
Might even be a patronizer of your Patreon. I don't know.
Yeah.
Syrup
Amazing.
Maker, good people.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Confirmed entries for the SLOB Olympics. Uncle Lou, BVD, Pigskin Pete, Celine Driver, TikTok Chess Hall, Adam R. BVD.
I'm a fan.
Yes. And rumor is he's even going to start making videos again just to make himself eligible for the competition.
Adam R., welcome back to the video game, sir. Please step your game up.
And I'm probably leaving some people out who said they were coming, but
Sleeta's coming.
Sleeta, Sports Live in the ATL.
Everybody, I know everybody's clamoring to meet him so they can get on his list of people he's met.
Right.
There's the fortunate ones like me that will be able to brag and say, I've met Sleeta 2 times.
And then there are those that will say that is too many.
Too many. Yes, there are those.
But what do they know? So that's it for the SLOB Olympics. So whatever rumor is floating around that this is some kind of a troll job or never happening, I can assure you that's not true. I already have my room booked.
I was on a late night, early morning, South of Heaven 88/Mosh/Hair's Way Too Long for Your Age, Sir stream last night. And there were a couple of people in there wondering what the SLOB Olympics were, and there were a couple of people thinking it was just a big ruse. And I had to let them know, nope, it's a real thing.
Well, the thing is, word is definitely getting around about the SLOB Olympics. So
it is. And that's what you need.
I made a video about it yesterday over on the regular channel. Talked about the SLOB Olympics and the talent show, which let's move on to the talent show, then we'll add Chess Hall in. Keep your entries coming in for the talent show. There are multiple entries already sent in, but I can tell you right now, it looks like your odds of winning are going to be pretty good if you submit an entry.
And you say that why?
Because it's not like there's dozens of them.
Okay, I thought maybe you were trying to say that there's been an entry submitted that's just going to be really hard to beat.
No, I said the odds of winning are good.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha. Sure.
Yeah. There's not tons of entries. There's 3 or 4. Why do we have
only you guys can change that too. Lou and I can't do anything about the number of entries, Now
everybody that sent an entry in is like, stop telling people to send entries in, because they would just rather there only be 3 or 4.
Yeah,
that increases
what
their
fun would
odds
that
of winning.
be,
But the point is, you got good odds. So,
you got good odds, but you gotta want competition, Lou. Don't you gotta want competition?
I would think so.
Don't you want to earn that win?
Yeah, I would think so.
I mean, you don't want to just stick your finger up your nose and dig out the biggest booger you've ever picked and send it in and win. That's not what we're looking for.
$100 to the winner, and no entry will be denied. It's not up to me or BVD when you send the email in to determine how good your talent is or if it's even a talent. You send the entry in, it's going to be in the contest.
It's
now,
a talent.
If it ends up not being very talented, that will be up to the voters once we actually start the competition. But we're not gonna turn down. Well, I keep saying that. I'm going to be honest with you. If somebody sends in something dangerous, crazy, ridiculous, you know how that,
right?
Those shows like what is it, Ridiculousness that comes on MTV, and they have that little warning message. Don't send in a video setting yourself on fire or something. I'm not going to put that on.
Don't be that dumbass.
But within reason, anything you send in is being submitted. So get your entries in. Singing, dancing, playing an instrument. How long can you hold your breath? How long can you stand on one leg? Can you rub your head and pat your belly at the same time? Can you then do it in reverse with your hands switched? You get what I'm saying here. How long can you stand on your head? That kind of, anything can be a talent. So send it in.
I want to see that one. I've never in my life seen anybody actually stand on their head. So if there's somebody out there that can actually literally stand on their head, I promise you right now, if you do that and enter that video, you will win. Guaranteed. Nobody in the history of time has ever stood on their head. So you make that happen, you're $100 richer.
And then send it to louandbvd@gmail.com. That's the morning show email address. louandbvd@gmail.com. If you happen, you could send it to crazyunclelou@gmail.com, my other email address, but if you could send it to the show email address, that'd be better. But anyway, just send it in some kind of way. We'll get it entered. I promise. As far as when this will actually start, the earliest it would start would be next week, because I haven't even talked about this yet at all on the night show, because I don't think we came up with this idea till last Friday, BVD. So
yeah.
So I'll talk about it tonight on the night show and Thursday on the night show, and I don't know, maybe make another video about it or something. And then I want to make sure everybody who wants to send an entry in has time to do it. Now, we're not going to wait 6 months, but so it's going to start soon. This is a summertime competition, so it's an off-season thing. So
Rob F. must have the biggest hands on the planet.
Why is that?
Because he says he can walk on them.
That's something serious.
I could see maybe you could take a step on your hands, but actually walking on them, that's tough, man. I want to see that. Enter that, Rob. In fact, if you can walk on your hands, I would just about bet the only person that would win over you is someone that can stand on their head.
Kevin Cook, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, what hotel and floor to stay at? I don't know what floor I'm on, but I'm at Embassy Suites. Now, if you go to hotels.com or whatever you use and you type in Embassy Suites Atlanta, there's 4 or 5 of them. Make sure you pick the one that's Centennial Park. If you just type in Embassy Suites Atlanta Centennial Park, that's the one that will come up. But that's where I'm staying. That's where BVD's staying. That's where TikTok Chess Hall is staying. I'm assuming that's where Celine Driver is staying. And maybe he already said that in the comments and I missed it, but I'm assuming that's where he's staying. But like I said, there are a lot of hotels in that. Embassy Suites is my favorite hotel. It always has been. I love Embassy Suites. I try to stay any time I go somewhere. I try to stay at one of those if I can. Now it's $200 a night for that weekend in Atlanta. There are some hotels around Centennial Park that are a little cheaper, so I'm not. Wherever anybody wants to stay is fine. You don't if you don't even have to stay in downtown Atlanta. Now it'll make it a lot easier for you to hang out with us all if you happen to be staying down there. But you can stay anywhere you want and take a cab or an Uber or whatever you need to do over to the Centennial Park area to hang out with us. But that's where I'll be. And BVD and Chess Hall and Celine Driver says yes, that's where he's staying. So
Celine,
yes,
Uncle
it's on
Lou
Marriott Street.
Uncle Lou will not be bringing his garage. So just a little forewarning there.
When is the deadline for SLOB Olympics entries?
What's the starting date again?
Well, it starts Friday is March 5th.
Okay, so the deadline would be March the 4th.
Well, yeah. Well, really, Friday night is the SLOB Olympics opening ceremonies.
Okay.
So as long as you're there by Friday night and say, "Yep, I'm in," then you're in.
Yep, that's true. Them's the facts, Lou.
What if
All right.
COVID-19 is still at large during this? Then we'll
oh.
run around with masks on.
Yeah, as long as there's
I mean, the hotels
Not-
are open
not
now,
s-
so there's no
as long
reason
as
they
there's
won't be
not
open in
some
March.
law that says, due to COVID-19 you can't come to Centennial Park.
Yeah,
This
now
is-
if something
this-
like
this
that
is happening,
happens,
right?
if something like that, and even when I booked the room yesterday, and this is the case, you go try to book any hotel room right now, you get the same warning message. Some amenities might not be available. We could have to close. Blah blah blah. So it's going to tell you that when you go to book the room. Now, if they have to close the hotel for some type of reason, of course, you'd get a refund, and we have to look at reconsidering. But I mean, what if a hurricane comes through downtown Atlanta? I mean, so God willing, that's when the SLOB Olympics are going to be. So as far
Let's
as
be
things
honest,
that we
if
can't
there
control,
really
I
is
don't know.
God, Lou, he's going to make sure this happens.
Yeah.
No loving God would deny the people this.
No, that would be silly. Mitch
fact-
all day, thank you for the super chat. He says you need someone to proctor the Wonderlic test. Yes, we do. We need support staff without question.
Yeah.
Whether that's administering the Wonderlic test or the IQ test or sort of like a
medical care.
referee type of thing when we do like the egg on the spoon race or whatever. We need to make sure no one's cheating. So we do need neutral third parties. So, and besides all that, we just want people to come and hang out.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
That's the main thing. The SLOB Olympics is just to give us something to do while we're there. But as many of y'all, that's why I'm doing it when we're doing it. We're mostly football fans here. There's not much football at all going on the first week of March. Some teams may have started their spring practice by then. There won't be any spring games or anything that weekend, though. There may be practices starting up around that time. March Madness doesn't really start until after that weekend. That might be like
even
conference
assuming
tournament. That
all
might be
that shit's going on.
Yeah, that might be conference tournament weekend, but it won't be NCAA tournament weekend that first weekend of March. So it seemed like a good weekend to do it. And listen, I wasn't gonna try to talk to 100 people and say, okay, what weekend works for you? What weekend works for you? When you get something like this started, you have to just pick a date. And if somebody can't come, then unfortunately they just can't come that weekend. But you can't try to pick a weekend that works for 500 people. This is 9 months in advance.
The NFL doesn't ask everybody, hey, is it okay with you guys if we have the Super Bowl this date?
Right, and we're way more important than the Super Bowl, so we're not about to be pandering around with dates.
Yeah.
So, all right, Chess Hall, we're gonna should we add? Are people ready? Is it late
9
enough?
o'clock. We better get on with it.
All right, let's add. Let me add Chess Hall into this beast.
Get your seatbelts on, boys and girls. Getting ready to get real up in here.
TikTok guy Chess Hall. Add.
What's up?
Chess Hall, my man.
Yes, sir. Chess, you don't sound very excited this morning.
Well, I had a bad weekend, so.
Well, I'm sorry about that, Chess. I really am. I talked to you a little bit about that. Days like today will help you get through your bad weekends.
I mean, I'm sorry you had a bad weekend, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to hearing about it.
It was nothing to do sexual or anything. I just had my dad on my mind this weekend.
Yeah.
And I was gonna message you, Lou, but I didn't want to bug you, so I just messaged BBD about it.
Gotcha.
Okay. Here it is.
No, no,
Thank you.
no, no.
Yeah, okay.
I don't have Lou's number. I don't have his number.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right. So we got to get started here because, like I said, I do need to end the show around 9:45, 10 at the latest today. I can't go over today. So just to get people caught up real quick in case for whatever reason you've been under a rock and haven't been keeping up with Chess Hall's saga. Chess Hall is, how old are you, Chess?
23.
23 years old. He has a TikTok channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. He met a girl through TikTok that lived in Maine. They internet dated for how long?
6, 7 months.
6 or 7 months.
Wow.
They were engaged. She was going to move down here. They were going to get married. It went sour. They broke up. He was depressed like nothing the world has ever known. He then had the bright idea to start a Tinder account like 2 days later. Met a girl on Tinder. A couple of weekends ago, they met for the first time. We've heard that story.
Waffle House.
Last weekend, not the weekend that just ended, but the weekend before. Now, the first time they met, she came down. She stayed with Chess Hall. So we've been over that story a couple of weeks ago. You can find the video if you want to watch it. Then not this past weekend, but the weekend before, Chess Hall went and stayed with her for the weekend. And just brief recap, she lives with her parents. Doesn't matter. Chess stayed there, spent the night anyway. Girl's dad is a preacher. He doesn't care. Chess laid hands on his daughter. He was fine with it. And Chess stayed there 2 nights, Friday and Saturday night. We went through the whole thing that happened Friday night up through Saturday morning with the nude breakfast cooking, and everything that was involved with that. And we left off around Saturday afternoon. So Chess, pick up the story and go from there.
So Saturday afternoon, we went back in her house and we didn't watch Netflix. We watched regular TV.
Now this is after Preacher Dad gave you a tour of the town and drove you by the church and all that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Proceed.
We just watched TV regularly like always and all that sort of kind of stuff. And we started talking and actually I asked her out officially. So I'm officially off the market. Anyways, she said yes. So we're dating or whatever if somebody wants to know. Anyways, so we hang out and everything, and then after I ask her out and she says yes, stuff like that, we make out and all that kind of stuff. And
now, Chess, when you say all that kind of stuff, I know you add that to a lot of this.
We made out, and this time I'm not gonna hold back. So if you got any kids listening, you might want to close your ears. We make out. I lick the stuff on her neck and everything, and
lick the stuff on her neck.
I licked her neck, sucked on her neck and stuff.
Oh, licked and sucked. Okay, I'm sorry.
I left hickeys on her neck. And she left hickeys on my neck too, believe it or not.
That's a big hickey.
It is. It hurt. I've never had one before. It hurt really bad, actually.
So Chess got his first hickey.
Yeah, I've never had one.
And this is all Saturday afternoon.
Yes.
Okay.
This is after round 1.
All right, continue.
This is after the fire truck shower and everything.
All right. So did you stay a second night?
Yes, I stayed. I got there Friday, and then I stayed Friday, Saturday, and I left Sunday.
Now look, did you go to Preacher Daddy's church service that morning, or did you skip town before services?
No, they didn't. Their church ain't open right now because of COVID.
Okay.
Okay, so you stayed the second night. Did the second night go about like the first night went?
It got weirder than the other night.
All right.
So,
Well, tell that story.
okay. So, anyways, she left a big ass hickey on my neck and all that kind of stuff. And then.
Now here we go again with all that kind of stuff.
I always say that. I can't help it.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to slow down the
you're
pace
good.
here.
You're good. I take the shirt off. Her double D's are out. Speaking of double D's, BBD can contest to that because I sent BBD a picture.
Actually, I thought you said they were double G's and you had the double D's, but that's okay. It's okay.
You sent BBD a picture of your girlfriend's titties.
With me in the picture, smiling.
Does she know that?
No.
Does she know you took the picture?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
She said she didn't want her face in it. BBD,
Smart girl.
Another picture too.
Smart girl. If there's any of y'all out there listening, do not send a nude picture to anyone for any reason that has your face in it. If your face isn't in it, you can always deny it.
What in the name of Christ is that noise we're hearing?
I have no idea.
Just continue with the story.
Okay.
Don't you worry about any noises.
Anyways, take her bra off or whatever, and suck on her titties, lick on her nipples, lick between the cracks. You know, the normal stuff. She had shorts on this day.
There's a lot of cracks too, by the way.
Oh yeah, totally. There was no yoga pants on this time, so they were just shorts on. So take the shorts off. She wears.
You took her shorts off?
Yeah, I took her shorts off.
Is there a reason you did that instead of ripping them off like you did with the yoga pants?
Well, I wasn't as horny as I was that night.
Gotcha.
Oh,
you were probably running on. You had to be about running on empty by this point.
I was tired as shit, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
So I take the shorts off, whatever, and she has thongs on, and they're black.
I've seen the picture. He did look very tired, by the way.
BBD saw two interesting pictures. Anyways.
No, the first one was interesting. The second one was downright fucking scary.
Are you talking about the titty one or the other one?
The other one.
There was a video I was going to send too.
The one where you had your hand stuck in something.
Okay, I sent BBD a picture of me fingering this girl.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yes, I was fingering her.
Wait. Why?
Yeah, why? I was going to ask him that, Lou, but I was,
Because I didn't think BBD believed any of the shit that's gone down, so I had to send him proof.
Now, okay, you took a picture of yourself doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
oh God.
Like the picture was between the waist and the knees?
No, she was on her knees, giving me a blowjob, and I just took a picture of my hand inside of her.
Now wait.
How is that possible if she's on her knees?
Yeah. What? That's not what I got.
What are you talking about? I was laying on the bed. She was on the bed with me.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, I was about to say, I guess I need to see the picture to understand what you're saying.
No.
But I don't need to see the picture though.
Yeah, that's why I didn't send it to you.
I'm just gonna. I'll take BVD's word for it.
Yeah.
BVD's about to look at the picture.
Yeah, I had to make sure what that everything's lining up. But go ahead.
Anyways, so I took her shorts off, whatever. She's got black thongs on, and I take the black thongs off with my teeth. Trying to be kind of sexy.
That is something, by the way, that is literally and physically impossible for me to do. Should I ever be lucky enough to tender up?
Right.
How's that impossible? Oh, okay.
I don't have any teeth.
He doesn't have any teeth.
I forgot. You didn't have any teeth. I forgot. It's kind of weird. I wanted to play music while we were having sex, but she was like, no. I was like, okay. So take the black panties off of my teeth or whatever, and then I start licking above her vagina. And then suck on her clit. And then started licking the inside of her thighs and all that kind of stuff.
Chess, are you on that stupid headset?
No. Why? Hold on. There we go. I kept my fan off. That's probably what it was.
Yeah,
thank
yeah. You need to burn that fan when it's
It's
chest
one of
off.
those desk fans.
Listen,
it's hot as shit.
Chess. We've been having you on here a long time. I still hear some kind of static, but
I'll buy headphones for next time.
no, I don't. Anyway, just go ahead. But you got to tighten up this audio, some kind of way, or this Chess Hall series is going to come to a screeching halt pretty soon. But go ahead.
All right, I got you. So, start licking the vagina or whatever and sucking the clit. And then I start fingering her while I'm licking her vagina and sucking her clit. And then pull my fingers out or whatever. And I tell her to taste my fingers.
Fingers? According to the picture I got, you pulled your fist out. But anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
Fingers in her mouth and told her to taste them. To be all sexy and shit. And she tasted them. And then she got off the bed and I laid on the bed. And of course I was hard or whatever. And I wanted her to ride me. So she rode me. While she's doing that, her tits were in my face. And I was sucking on them, licking on them. And they were bouncing in my face. And I was holding them with my hands too. And she was like, you want to do anal again? I was like, yeah, sure, we'll do anal or whatever. So I stick it in her butt. And start doing anal. And then after that, she was like, I want to give you a blowjob. And I was like, okay, you can give me a blowjob or whatever. And then she starts giving me a blowjob. And then she wants to taste the cake. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she wanted to lick your asshole.
Yeah, while jacking me off.
God damn.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. We got to fast forward. So we get the idea. Saturday. So I mean, you guys, like, basically everything we've ever seen in a porn movie, you guys did Saturday night. Okay, great. So you wake up Sunday morning.
Things we haven't seen.
Yeah, you wake up Sunday morning. Then what?
Woke up Sunday morning. We hung out for a little bit. Watched the movies. Went and hung out with her parents. She has a pool. We went swimming in her pool. Me, her, and her mom and dad. We went swimming and all that kind of stuff.
Can I make an educated guess here?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna guess above ground pool.
Yeah, it's one of those round ones.
Right. I don't know how I knew that, but somehow I did.
Yeah,
there's like a deck to go onto it. So
of course there is.
A well-supported deck, I hope.
Yes.
All right, so you go swimming.
We went sorry. We went swimming. And then after swimming, we ate lunch, hung out for another couple hours, and then I ended up leaving about 7 o'clock, and I got home at 9:45. I think it was. Yeah, 9:45.
Okay, so just to recap, this was not this weekend that just ended. This was last weekend, right? That
yes.
We're still talking about. Okay. Now, again, the weekend before that, she came and stayed a night with you. So now the weekend that we're just talking about is now basically like the second weekend that y'all have been together. You spend all weekend doing what you do. You've described it in graphic detail. You stay till 6 or 7 o'clock that Sunday night. You drive home. How did it go that week when you were back home and all that? Did y'all continue to talk on the phone all the time? What's up with that?
Yeah, we talked and FaceTimed, and she told me she missed me, and I was like, I miss you too. And she wanted to come down for this last weekend, but she could only stay one night because she had other things to do. So she came and
other things or other people.
Other things.
Okay. Now let me ask you this about the week before the weekend, before she came back down. Y'all are talking on the phone and all that all week long. Mm-hmm. Is she sending you any pictures or videos during the week?
Like of dirty stuff?
Yeah. I don't care if she's sending you like a picture of whatever.
No, we do that on FaceTime. We don't do it pictures.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And yeah. We don't do the whole send videos and that. We just do it on FaceTime. Pretty much have FaceTime sex, I guess you could say.
Okay, so
and other stuff.
she tells you she can come down for Memorial Day weekend, but she can only stay one night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which night?
Saturday.
All right, so she drives down to see you Saturday, what, morning, afternoon?
Early morning, like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning.
Did she come straight to your house this time, or did y'all meet up at the Waffle House again?
No, she comes straight to my house. She has my address.
Okay.
So you're skipping all the formalities of eating waffles together and all that?
Yes.
Okay.
And again, just as a reminder to anyone who maybe missed the first couple of episodes of the Chess Hall story, both Chess and this, I don't know what that was. Both Chess and this girl live with their parents. So she comes 7 o'clock Saturday morning, Chess, to your mom's house. She knocks on the door. And now, at any point, did anybody at any point during the week go, should we get a hotel room or should we just stay at mom's again? Like, was that ever discussed, or was it just assumed were going to stay with mom again?
We talked about getting hotels, but I don't have much of a really good income right now, and her
Right.
job isn't paid good, so we can't really afford one.
Gotcha. So she comes
Fair
down
enough.
early in the morning on Saturday, knocks on the door. Now, who answers the door, you or mom?
I did.
All right. Take it from there.
She comes, knocks on the door. I let her in, whatever. And mom actually met her. My mom and my mom's boyfriend met her, and it was quite a first impression. My mom actually really liked her. They had a lot in common. They're both girly girls. They like to get their nails done and all that kind of stuff.
What about sexually? Do they have a lot in common sexually, you think?
I don't know. I don't ask my mom sex stuff.
Well, I mean, at the very least, at this point, mom doesn't know yet about the fist going in dark crevices.
I did not fist her, BBD.
Do you think your mom licks her boyfriend's asshole? Like your girlfriend does to you? Because you say y'all have a lot in common, so that's why I'm asking.
I don't know.
You've never talked to your mom about that?
So you don't have a tight relationship with your mom then?
I don't talk to my mom about my sexual life at all, and I don't ask about hers.
So she has no idea while she's talking to this girl that the girl's been licking your ass. She has no clue.
No, she does not.
Okay, go ahead with the story.
Can't believe you could even ask that. So we sat down at the dinner table, and mom asked her if she wants breakfast, and she's like, "Yeah, of course. I haven't ate anything." So mom fixes.
Find that hard to believe, but
Mama fixes bacon and eggs and sausage, biscuits, and all kinds of stuff.
Oh man,
all kinds of food. She fixed a big breakfast because we have a lot of people that live in our house.
Well, no wonder she came so early.
Totally. And
this is news too, that you have a lot of people in your house. But go ahead.
Yeah,
I have a brother and all kinds of stuff in my house. Anyways, so she fixed a big breakfast. We eat big breakfast or whatever, and we sat and talked at the table for about an hour or two. My mom really gets to know her, what about her life and what she does, and that her dad's a preacher or whatever. And my mom loved that idea that her dad was a preacher, because my mom always said I needed a good girl in my life. And anyways, after all that, we go in my room. We're sitting here watching Netflix and stuff like that, and we didn't actually do anything sexual during the day. We did it at night because I didn't want to do it during the day, because my little brother comes to my room at random times during the day, and I didn't want to walk in on anything like that.
Did y'all go anywhere during the day, or just hang out at the house?
You said what now?
Did y'all go anywhere during the day, or just hang out at the house?
Yeah, we went. I took her to the lake. We went fishing.
Oh.
And took her to the lake. We went fishing. We drove around. I showed her where I went to high school at, and just showed her around town. She never got to see sightseeing when she come down here the first time.
Do you fish for fun or for survival?
Both.
Okay.
Subsistence fishing, Lou.
Yes.
So we stayed out of the house for about 2 or 3 hours, riding around and stuff, and took her out to eat. Of course, there's no places really open where you can go out, where you can go in and eat, but like Waffle House. I think Waffle House is the only one, so I stopped and got Zaxby's for me and her both, and we brought that back to the house and come in my room and watch Netflix and eat Zaxby's and talked.
So y'all have eaten twice before you get down to the good stuff.
You do it
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways, it comes at night, and it's like maybe 10 or 11 o'clock at night, so I know everybody's in the bed asleep, and my mom is asleep through a tornado, so she can't hear anything. And we have a jacuzzi tub at my house. We have like a room, specialized room for just a jacuzzi tub.
So we're not talking about a hot tub. We're talking about a bathtub with jets in it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's really big.
We're talking about a garden tub in the trailer.
No,
Lou.
it's not a
You've
garden
seen
tub.
them.
It's round. It's like a circle kind of thing. I don't know how to describe it.
It's like tub shaped.
I mean, it's not like a garden tub. I'd have to take a picture and show you. But anyways, me and her both can fit in it. It's pretty big.
Well, that's obvious.
Yeah. So she said, "Can we take a?"
Oh, you're talking about the round, and you're talking about you got big enough for both of you. You're talking about the pool, the above ground pool.
No.
Oh,
We don't have a pool at my house.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I know we're on a time crunch here.
Oh, it's fine. I know. You're good. Anyway, she said, "I want to take a bubble bath," and I was like, "Okay." So we put bunch of soap and stuff in there and get all the bubbles and stuff.
So you didn't
up.
have actual bubble bath, or you did, but it sounds like what you're saying is you just took a bottle of like that Dial body wash and poured a bunch of it into the tub. Is that what you did?
No, it was what was it?
Mr. Bubble?
No, I can't remember the name of it. I don't remember the name of it.
Was it bubble bath or was it soap?
It was soap.
That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, soap. I'm sorry. So we put a bunch of soap in there and gets it all bubbled up and everything, and we turn the jets on.
Right.
Oh Lord.
And the jets, and the way it is, if you get out of the tub with the jets on, water just goes everywhere because the jets are super powerful.
Jesus.
So we're sitting there and talking and stuff, and I have candles in this in this room. So I lit a few candles, and I got out of the tub and turned the light off, and then put candles around the tub to make it kind of romantic-ish in a way. So I get back in the tub, and the jets are going, and we're talking, and then we start kissing and making out, and she gets the bright idea that I wonder what one of these jets would feel like on my vagina. So she maneuvers herself up to one of the jets and lets the jet hit her vagina.
Can I get back to the bubbles for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
At any point before the fornicating, did she do the thing where you pick up a scoop of bubbles and did she make her own self a bubble beard?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Does she have an actual beard?
No.
Okay.
So
she's not Italian?
No.
Okay.
So we're in the bubble bath, and she's got the jet hitting her vagina like super hard. And while she's doing that, I'm jacking off, watching her. She's moaning, not loud, but she's like moaning softly. And I'm jacking off, watching her do it. And that gets us both all hot and bothered. So she climbs on top of me and starts riding me. And when she's riding me, all the damn water is coming out of the tub onto the floor, and like it's
right.
you can hear it hitting the floor.
Yeah.
Because when she rides you, she rides you. I'm talking
Well,
about.
and there was a lot of displacement going on in that tub.
Yeah, there was some water flowing over. It had to be.
Now, Waikiki, thank you for the super chat. He has a quick question, Chess Hall, going back to the weekend at the girls' house.
Uh-huh.
Did all of that happen on a black leather couch in a white room?
No.
Okay, that was a fair question, though, Waikiki. Okay, so the water is splashing out of the tub.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So the water splashing out of the tub.
All 2 cups of it, right?
Yeah. And she's riding me still. And I pull out. And she stands up. And I'm like, what are you doing? Standing up or whatever. And she's like, I want you to fuck me from behind. And I was like, well, we can do it in the tub. And she was like, no, I'm not very flexible.
That's a lie.
I can't bend down certain ways. I was like, okay, let me turn the jets off. So I turn the jets off. So I stick it in her from behind and fucking her from behind. And her pits are bouncing. And she's like, pull my hair. And I start pulling her hair. And she's like, choke me. And I'm like, okay, I'll choke her.
Which hair? Her head hair or her bush hair?
She doesn't have any hair down there.
Okay.
So I pull her hair, choking her from behind, and I'm fucking her, and I'm talking dirty to her in her ear, saying some pretty nasty shit. I don't know if y'all want to hear what I was actually saying. Do you or no?
It's your story, Chess.
Well, I'm asking.
It's your story.
Okay, so I'm reading here. I'm like, you like that shit, bitch? Take it. Take this dick like you never had a dick before in your life. I said, I'm going to fuck you till you love me.
Well, you told her.
I did.
Yeah.
And I bent her over the tub. Or she bends down, her tits are hanging off the tub, and I'm hitting her from behind, and I smack her on the ass as hard as I can, like multiple times. And it's like that.
Sound effects.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this real quick. It's sort of a little off subject. Now, you met this girl on Tinder, right?
Yes.
Several weeks ago, and it didn't take you long either, right?
No.
What, a day, 2 days, what?
A day.
Okay. Now, and then last weekend, I think it was, you said you asked her to be your girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And she said yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there still a Chess Hall Tinder account?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, clearly she's not listening to this show, or she wouldn't be with you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But what sort of activity is going on over the last 7 days on the Chess Hall Tinder account?
I don't know. I haven't been on it.
Now, she's not listening, buddy.
I know she's not listening. I haven't been on it. I have other dating apps besides Tinder.
Oh, well, so what are you doing?
On the other apps?
Are there any other
Potential women?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's tons of them.
I don't have any doubt that there's tons.
And you still talk to these people.
I mean, I don't talk to them sexually or anything, but if they say hey to me, I'll say hey.
Right. Of course. You're not rude.
No.
Yeah.
I got to keep my options open.
Now, in your opinion, what is the best dating app?
Tinder's not really a good one because if you're ugly as shit, people won't swipe right on you. The best dating, well, it's not really an app. Facebook has dating on there now. Facebook's a good place. I've met 2 or 3 girls off that one.
Right.
But
Chess, I'm going to be needing a dating app tutorial from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, anytime. So, yeah, like I said, I got to keep my options open. Always.
All right. So you get out of the tub. Well, and then what?
Like I said, I fucked her behind or whatever. And anyways, I'm about to bust or whatever. And we get out of the tub. There's of course there's towels down so we don't slip and fall. So the towels down, and I was like, get on your knees. And she's like, okay. So she got on her knees, and I was like, suck it so I can come in your mouth. She's like, okay. So she starts sucking it, and she's making a noise that I've never heard before in my life. I don't know if guys on here have ever heard this noise before, but it's kind of like, let's see if I can do it. It's like, oh. You ever heard that noise before? Anybody?
Yeah, that's called gagging.
Okay, yeah, so she's gagging, I guess. I don't know if she's gagging at like the fact that there's a fat guy in front of her, or that my penis is that big. I don't know.
I'm gonna. Never mind.
No, say it.
No, go ahead. Go. We're running out of time.
Okay, so she's gagging or whatever like that, and she swallows it or whatever, and then I pull my dick out, and she's like, slap me in the face with it. So I slap her in the face with it on both sides, and then on top of the head or forehead, slap with it. And then she was like, you know, can you titty fuck me? I was like, what's titty fucking? She was like, it's where I take my boobs and put them together, and you squat down and put your dick between my tits, and you fuck my tits.
She had to explain that to you said?
Yeah, I've never heard of it. I don't know. I don't even know what that is.
So she crawls out from underneath the hood and asks you if you'd like to titty fuck her.
Hold on. So you've done all this stuff over the last couple of weeks. Literally anything anyone can think of, you've done with this person over the last 2 weeks. But she had to explain to you what that was.
Yeah, I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, something's not adding up here.
What do you mean?
But no, I'm not sure what I mean at this point.
I'm just saying there's a natural order of events in life in general, but in these situations too. And eating someone's asshole is at the very end of that list.
That's like the last thing you ever want to do with someone sexually, I would imagine.
So I do find it hard to believe. Well, go ahead.
What do you find hard to believe? You can say it. I don't care.
I find it hard to believe that there's anyone walking around who would eat your asshole, or in your case, you know, let someone eat your asshole. And you said you ate her asshole last time, but has no idea what titty fucking is.
I've never heard of it. I've never heard the term. I promise you. It's new to me. Anyways, back to the story.
Hold on. One more question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyone ever titty fucked you?
Clearly not, Lou. He doesn't know what titty fucking is. She didn't titty fuck you with a strap on, did she? That's not going to be part of the story, is it?
No.
Okay.
Titty fucked me? Good God. Oh, man. No, nobody's ever titty fucked me in my life, ever. And nobody ever will. So, I attempted to titty fuck her, but I have really, really bad knees. So, like, I couldn't really get down low enough to do it. So that idea was kind of scrapped. So she was like, well, okay, it's whatever. And she kind of got upset about it because she really wanted me to do it. So, anyways, we got dressed, went back in my room.
So she brought the buns and you brought the Vienna sausage, and you couldn't figure out how to put the Vienna sausage in the bun.
Well, I had to get super low. Like I said, I have bad knees. I couldn't get that low to be able to do it. My damn knees would have gave out on me, and I don't want that to happen. So, anyways, we go back to the room, watch TV, and watch YouTube, and we end up having sex in my room like 2 or 3 more times. But I had to like cover her mouth because my sister's room's right behind mine. So,
Damn.
but she did not lick my asshole anymore. So, just letting you know that. Just want to let you know that for sure. Which I don't think there's a problem with that. I thought it was kind of nasty at first, but I mean, it actually felt kind of good. Not gonna lie to you. Not being weird. But,
Nah, you wouldn't be weird.
I mean, I don't know if you consider that. Anyways, I don't give a shit. I don't care.
If you think you like that, wait till she explains to you what pegging is.
I am not getting one in the ass. That'll never happen. That will never ever happen. I'm not getting fucked in the ass by anything.
You wouldn't even let her stick her finger in your ass?
I've had a finger in my ass before.
How about Chinese love beads?
No, I've never had anal beads in my ass before.
What about an egg roll?
An egg roll? No. A fucking egg roll? That's some weird shit right there. Anyway, so...
Oh, and Asian love beads are not weird?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't... No, I don't...
Asshole licking is not weird?
Jess, do you know what a Maui mudslide is?
No, I tried to look up on Google and I couldn't figure out what it was.
Okay, good. Go ahead with your story.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't Google that shit last night now.
I couldn't find it. I didn't know. I'm gonna have to do some research. So, anyways, we're having sex in my bed or whatever, and I had to cover her mouth, and while I'm covering her mouth, she's sucking on my finger while I'm fucking her, and her tits are bouncing.
You didn't get bed bugs, did you?
My room's clean. I'm not some slob. I'm not camel toes.
All right, we only have a couple of minutes left, Jess, so we get the general idea. She came, she stayed the one night. Y'all did literally everything anyone can possibly imagine or think of.
Except titty fucking.
The next morning, she gets up, just heads back home? What? How come she could only stay the one night this time? She had something to do with her family or something with Memorial Day or what?
Yeah, she had something planned for Memorial Day with her dad.
Yeah.
Her dad was in the military.
Okay. All right. So she heads out. So Sunday, right? You said she came Saturday morning, so Sunday she heads back home.
Yeah.
All right. Now, before she left or since she left or whatever, are there any other what's planned? What's next?
She's coming back for this weekend, and she will be here Thursday night for my birthday, because next Thursday is my birthday.
So she's coming on your birthday?
Yes.
Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Right. How old is she again?
She's 23.
23. Same age as you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Her birthday's a month after mine.
Yeah. What's planned for Thursday when she comes down for your birthday?
She said she had a present for me. I don't know what she's got for me. She said she's already had it. She's already got it.
If you can convince her to come down Wednesday night, Chess, you could bring her on the 100th episode gala Thursday of the morning show.
I'm scared to do that because I don't know what's going to be said, and I don't want nobody to say anything bad about her and her see it.
Well, just don't let her see the comments. Just, let us say hello to her.
Do you think there's anything that anybody could say to her that would make her more mad than she would be if she just listened back to this show?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, I kind of told her, I talked about her on a show, but I didn't say what I said about her.
Right.
I didn't tell her about any of our sexual business or anything like that. I just told her that y'all asked me if I was dating somebody or if I was talking to somebody, and I said yes. And I told her I didn't give her a name out or a picture or anything like that.
Right. Because if you gave her picture out or anything, she would probably be pretty mad.
Oh, she'd be pissed. She'd dump me.
Yeah. You don't need that aggravation.
No, I really don't, honestly.
Right. You'd have to jump right back on Tinder or whatever. Is that where you met her? Was Tinder, or was this Facebook or some other app, or what?
It was Tinder.
I mean, you said earlier that you got all kinds of options.
I mean,
you really going to be upset if the preacher's daughter dumps you?
I mean, I'm not like a man whore or anything like that. I mean, I'm pretty loyal, I guess.
Sleeto'll be happy to hear that.
Sleeta couldn't fuck a cat if he wanted to. Fucking loser. Anyways. But hopefully, I'll try to convince her to come down Wednesday so she can be on the 100th edition of the show. I will try that.
Yeah, you know, that might be, if she's going to come on, that might be a good day to do it, because when is that? 2 days? That's Thursday, this Thursday, right? Yeah. Because no one is coming on the show for more than 5 minutes or so. So
No, not this Thursday. It's next Thursday.
Oh, next Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
yeah, that's why I said in the comments I wanted the show to. Can we move the show to Thursday for my birthday?
Could we move the 100th show to Thursday?
No, like my part, because I'm on every Tuesday.
Oh,
so I could be moved to Thursday. It can be like my birthday present or whatever, you know.
Well, yeah, there's no reason to have you on Tuesday if you're not seeing her again until next Thursday.
Yeah.
What would be the point in having you on Tuesday?
Yeah, I know. I just letting you know if that's okay or not.
Yeah. Bad Dog brings up an interesting point in question here. Thank you for the super chat. He says, Chess, did you get a Blumpkin?
Oh, no. I have had a Blumpkin before, but she did not give me a Blumpkin.
Okay. Do you think that's on the to-do list?
No, she couldn't stay that long enough. It stink too bad.
Okay. Right.
Okay, I don't know if I'm ashamed of this or proud of this. I'm gonna have to find out what a Blumpkin is.
Yes, it's where you sit on the toilet and take a shit, and a girl gives you a blowjob while you're shitting.
That actually has a fucking name. Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, Jess. Once again, you told it all, sir. There's literally nothing else we can add.
I love you guys, okay? I'll see y'all on the next morning show. And I'll see you tonight, Lou.
Yeah. All right, Thursday then. We'll plan on Thursday then, next week.
All right, buddy.
Chess Hall Part 4. All right, buddy. Take it easy.
All right, see you, man.
All right. DVD, how long is this going to last?
I don't know. I'm just still I still got Blumpkin on my mind.
You ever known somebody? I think everybody knows somebody like this. They're the one up guy. Like no matter what story you tell, they go,
yeah.
"Oh yeah, I did that too." But I also did this and this. You know what I'm like that.
Yeah.
Eventually. How, in other words, how much further can Chess go here? With like, at some point he's going to come on and go, yeah, we went out to eat and then we came back to my place and we had regular married people missionary sex for 30 seconds and went to sleep.
I kind of feel like the Chess Hall story may have peaked.
Yeah.
You have to get on that, Chess. If you want to continue. I don't even know what. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm going to have to wrap it up. Like I said, I've got something I have to do at about 10 a.m. this morning, so I'm going to have to wrap this thing up. Today's
right, Lou.
Tuesday.
I'll let you go and
Okay.
say all your goodbyes and all that stuff, and I'll see you tonight on After Dark.
Sounds good, buddy.
All right. Have a blumpkin.
No, okay. Yeah, today's Tuesday, so don't forget about the night show tonight at 10 p.m. the college football call-in show. So you've got 12 hours to recuperate from this train wreck of a show, and we'll get back to some college football and sports talk tonight. 10 p.m. Uncle Lou After Dark. We do it every Tuesday and Thursday night. The college football call-in show. Give me a call tonight. Let me know what's on your mind as it relates to college football. I'll see you all then. We'll be back here. Oh, Thursday. Thursday is the 100th edition of the morning show. So we're not going to have a guest on for the entire show like we do most shows, but I want to have a whole bunch of different people on for a few minutes at a time, 5-10 minutes, whatever it is. So probably going to just put the Skype link out or something on Thursday, and we'll just let a whole bunch of different people come on. We got some other things planned, but that's Thursday, 100th, the 100th show extravaganza of the morning show. You know, they said it wouldn't last. Well, they were wrong. Must have been the same people who keep saying Tennessee's winning the East that said this show wouldn't last. So anyway, shout out to Bet Now. They've been sponsoring the morning show all during the month of May. So big shout out to them. Been working with them for a while. If you guys want to make you some money, betting on sports, getting ready to start back up here with baseball, NBA, college football will be starting in September as well as the NFL. They got some futures over there now. Who's going to win the national title, the Heisman, that kind of thing. Check them out. BetNow.eu. Make sure you use promo code Uncle Lou. That's one word, Uncle Lou. When you sign up, they'll give you a bonus on whatever you deposit. BetNow.eu. All right, I'm going to jump off of here. Let's see who's still in here. I'm surprised anybody made it to the end of this stream. Tiger Cat, good morning, ma'am. Goat Man, Snake Spence, Rack Dog, Kevin Cook, Bad Dog, Jeff Webster, Hurricane T2Y, Bartholomew Bob, Bears, Cubs, Canes, Christy, Richard Holton, Snake Spence, Albert Sancho, Kevin Cook, Rack Dog, Rob Dog, Nick, TR Sports, The Goat Man, Melissa May, RMF Tide, TikTok Guy, Chess Hall, Blake Taylor, Jason Sturkle, or Sturkey, can't see that right, Ryan Burchett, Dago, Brian Biak. Good morning to you, sir. Arkansas fan number 1, DrewTube23, Jeff Webster. Appreciate everybody who supported the show this morning through the super chat. That's what keeps these shows going. So me and BVD both thank you for that. Celine Driver, Slim Shady, North Florida White Trash, Kevin Cook, Mitch All Day, Waikiki, and Bad Dog. Thank you guys for supporting the show this morning. It means the world to me and BVD that you choose to do that. There's literally a billion YouTube channels. The fact that you would even watch this show, much less choose to support it through the super chat feature, is unbelievable. So big shout out to you guys. Really, 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 really appreciate that. All right. Hashtag pray for Lou today. I got to finish putting this shed together in the backyard. That's what I have to do at 10 o'clock this morning. It's supposed to rain this afternoon. And it rained all day yesterday, so I wasn't able to finish it yesterday. So I'm trying to finish this shed up today. Started on it on Sunday, and it rained all day yesterday, so I'm trying to finish it up today. So hashtag pray for Lou that I can finish this shed today without purposely breaking any of the pieces, which tends to be what happens when I get irritated and or aggravated too. Yeah. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm going to get that finished up before the rain comes again this afternoon. I love all you guys, seriously. Chess Hall, big shout out to you, sir. And listen, any of you people clowning Chess Hall or whatever, and I get it. The stories are hilarious, so I'm not blaming you. But let's be real. The only difference between Chess Hall and most people, probably 95% of the people in this comment, the only difference between Chess Hall and 95% of the people in this comment section is that Chess Hall is calling into this show and saying it. That's pretty. So let's just keep that in mind. A lot of you, listen. 90% of you are sick individuals. Don't be mad at Chess Hall just because he has less shame than you. All right, I'll see y'all tonight at 10. Have a good morning. Brian Biak, I hope you're still hope you're still here, sir. I'm sorry, I just now saw that that you took the extra step and hit the PayPal link this morning. So thank you, Brian Biak. He says you're doing a great job, bro. Thank you, sir. And again, we really appreciate you supporting the channel, man. It means a lot. So thank you.